I accidentally found out that my father was leading a double life and that I had another family that I never knew about. I always believed my family was ordinary. My mom, my dad, and me, their only child. We weren't perfect, but we were fine. Birthdays with cheap store-bought cakes, road trips where dad would blast old rock music, movie nights where mom would fall asleep halfway through. I trusted them completely. I believed in the picture of us as a small, united family. Until one night, everything shattered because of a single mistake. My dad forgot his phone at home. I grabbed it to look up a lasagna recipe, and that's when I saw a photo album titled simply Family. I thought it was ours, but when I opened it, I froze. There was my father, smiling, but not with us. He was holding another woman, and next to them were 3 kids, and they looked exactly like me. At first, I told myself it had to be old pictures, maybe cousins I never met, but the timestamps on the photos were recent. One was from Christmas, while I had been home with mom, crying because dad said he had to work. He was there, decorating a tree with another family. The more I scrolled, the more my chest tightened. Him kissing her cheek, him pushing one of the kids on a swing, him with a birthday cake, candles lit, his face glowing with joy. That joy wasn't the same man who sat at our dinner table silent, exhausted, barely talking to mom. It was like he had saved his real life for them. I slammed the phone shut, but the images burned into my mind. My hands wouldn't stop shaking. That night, I showed mom. I expected her to scream, to cry, to break, but she just sat there. Her lips trembled. After a long silence, she whispered, "I knew." Turns out she had suspected for years. Late nights, strange business trips, the smell of perfume that wasn't hers. But she had no proof. She stayed, hoping she was wrong for me. Now, proof was right there, in my hands. I begged her to leave him, to throw him out. But she shook her head and said, "You don't understand. He's your father." The next day I confronted him. I slammed his phone on the table and demanded, "Who are they?" His face drained of color. For the first time in my life, I saw my father, the man who always seemed so confident, collapse into a shell. He whispered, "They're my other family." I thought I misheard him. Another family? He admitted he had been with this woman for more than 10 years. 10 years. Almost my whole life. While I thought I was his one and only child, he had 3 others. While mom waited for him to come home, he went to them. 2 houses, 2 lives, 2 lies. I shouted until my throat burned. My mom cried in the kitchen, and my dad. He just sat there, staring at the floor, muttering, "I didn't mean to hurt you." But it got worse. He said he had always planned to tell me when I was older that I deserved to know I had siblings, that now was the time to come together as one big family. I wanted to throw up. He destroyed our life, and now he wanted me to accept his secret children as if nothing happened. A week later, he arranged a meeting. I didn't want to go, but curiosity, or maybe masochism, pushed me there. I walked into a park and saw them waiting. A woman about my mom's age, 3 kids, and my father, smiling wider than I had seen in years. The youngest boy looked up at me, and I almost dropped. He had my eyes, same color, same shape. One of the girls had my smile. They were strangers, but they looked like pieces of me. And in that moment, I realized he had built 2 families, but he destroyed both. My mom filed for divorce within days. She said she couldn't look at him without feeling sick. As for me, I felt torn in 2. By day, I stayed with my mom, who had lost everything she believed in. By night, I couldn't stop thinking about those kids. They were innocent. They didn't choose this. They didn't know about me either. One evening, the oldest girl messaged me on Instagram. She wrote, "Hi, I think we're siblings. I didn't know about you. I'm sorry I stared at that message for hours. I wanted to hate her, to block her, but deep down, I couldn't. She was just like me. Another victim of his lies." Weeks passed. My father kept trying to call, leaving voicemails. "Please don't hate me. I love you both. I love all of you." But his words felt empty. Love? Love doesn't look like living 2 lives and lying every single day. At school, I couldn't focus. My friends wondered why I was so quiet. I lied and said I was just tired. How do you explain that your dad is basically two people? At night, I replayed every memory, every work trip, every holiday he missed, every cold silence at dinner. Suddenly, it all made sense. He wasn't tired. He wasn't busy. He was with them. The betrayal cut so deep, I felt like I didn't even know who I was anymore. Can I forgive my father? Probably not. But can I hate my siblings forever? I don't think so. They're as lost as I am. We share blood, even if we didn't share a home. Maybe one day I'll meet them again. Maybe I'll even let them in. But my father? He lost me the moment I opened that album, because the truth is, he didn't just cheat on my mom. He cheated on me, on the life we should have had. And that's something I'll never forget.